We've got kick-off, lads. We need to know.
Fella, can you hear Ben?
Let's go. So, kick-off here at the Gisborne Oval. Enterprise Cars, OBM and Ngarapa. Here in week 4, Big Law. Coming back, the strong man. One of Poverty Bay's finest last year. And Ngarapa, the visitors here, playing for the McFarlane Cup in the first round. Ngarapa with the hands on the ball. Here in 11, as 11 we were given Nashwin Mooten. That is the 11 we were given. Ngarapa under some pressure. OBM kicking off, playing with the wind in the first half. OBM with a wonderful start to the season. 3 from 3. YMP likewise 3 from 3. Ngarapa 1 from 3. Season yet young. Civil Project Solutions Premier Rugby. Tobias, it seems a little overcast. Has the rain settled in?
Kia ora, Ben. Yeah, it's pretty overcast here at the Oval today, but hopefully we're in for some good rugby today. Just hoping that the weather eases down a bit and we get some sun and it just clears, but yeah, in for a good game rugby today, Ben.
Yeah. OBM with the Easterly. Benito Barry played in the outside backs. Half-back today, starts for Ngarapa. Plays centred in their own half. It's Ricardo Patricio with a lovely kick, trying to turn OBM around. Nice catch by Tikasidre a moment ago. And Tikasidre now coming across the ground from right to left of your screen. OBM, the red, white and blue, and the green and white hoops of the famous Ngarapa club. Ngarapa awarded the first penalty since 1946. Foundation captain, the great Bill Maxwell. Lost that first game, 8-18, back in 1946. Ngarapa at one time a sub-union. Certainly a club with a proud history. Arguably the greatest All Black of all time. Here's Braden Grant with the left boot to it.
Oh!
And ball went forward. Blake Beard has it.
Oh, Braden Grant again.
Braden Grant's strong. He'd be about 80, 85 kilos these days. Played for Marist. Last year, second penalty. Second straight penalty there going to Ngarapa. OBM did not release the ball according to referee Damien McPherson. McPherson, 37-year-old farm manager, first-class referee, arguably the best referee in Poverty Bay rugby, Toby. The sideline, John Donnelly. The long-serving John Donnelly. Poverty Bay, Bay of Plenty, Poverty Bay once more. Hey, Blake Beard looked good with the ball in hand, didn't you think, Blake Beard?
Oh, I get excited every time Blake gets the ball, Ben.
Big guy, higher Kerr. A big Ngarapa forward pack with a Law! Hands to the ball, but the throw wasn't straight. Law was very good at the line out last year for Poverty Bay. Just the throw wasn't straight. Look at this Ngarapa forward pack, Tobias. That's a forward pack.
Yeah, Ben, and just going back from first game that we commentated, is that Jacob's Story at the front?
It is.
Oh my gosh. Ben, I've taken time over this past year just to follow
I can see Campbell Crisp on the other side. Campbell. Lee Brothers Shield winning captain with Ngarapa in 2005. Fantastic player. Ngarapa with a couple of early penalties. OBM here with a scrum.
Jordan Christie.
Yeah, Jordan Christie, halfback. What do we know about him, Tobias? Good youngster?
Yeah, bro, good youngster. Definitely good at haircuts, bro. Definitely if you need a fade, go to the road.
Is your man Blake Beard gets manhandled by the beefy Campbell Crisp. Good play again from Ngarapa. Have they fought? No, they've been penalised now. So 2-1 the penalty count. Ngarapa 2 penalties to 1. OBM first attacking penalty. Blake Beard, as is the case so often, last man to get up, buried in the thick of it. Miles Ladeli Muatawa, tight head prop. Ngarapa OBM's traditionally a very good game, Tobias. These teams both play gritty rugby, both good forward packs with some good backs as well. Jacob Cook coming back this season for OBM. OBM to throw, remember it was a penalty. It's for Harawira Kokura. Lightweight but very good ball winner. Middle of the line out, athletic there, Harawira Kokura. OBM with the drive. OBM big numbers here, Tobias on the right.
OBM pushing.
Campbell Christie there making a tackle, Jordan Christie. Okay, that was Tika Sidre. Ball bounced up, went loose. Ngarapa there, Ngarapa. Good turnaround, counter-attack. Chance for Manaia Ngata and company to show their wheels. Captain of Ngarapa. Ngarapa to within around about 10 metres of halfway. OBM's second penalty, 2 penalties apiece. We've had quick whistles on those first 2 penalties apiece. Tobias?
Yeah, Ben, and it's already off to a fiery start. Like, we're already 4 minutes into this game, and like as you just said, whistles been blowing quickly so many times, and oh my gosh, it's just both teams are just In
the old days, what we called a rash of penalties. Good fun. I think the referee may have reversed his decision there. That looked like an OBM penalty, and he changed his mind. Well, that happens. Blake Beard gets around. Loves his rugby, Blake Beard.
Gotta love Blake Beard.
Yeah. Real rugby boy. Lives and breathes his rugby. With Campbell Crisp at the back there, planning something, scheming something. I wonder what. Number 1 has seen many a tough game, Campbell Crisp. Good leader. Don't need to be captain necessarily to be a leader. Okay, loose ball now to Ricky Tedekia. Tedekia, fleet of foot. Tedekia, great burst! Tedekia, Blake Beard! Blake Beard, good run, Blake Beard! Well, OBM on the run now, on the run, for the first time. For the first time today, OBM with numbers. And backing up.
Moses Christie.
Yeah, very good. Moses Christie. OBM running hard. How about Ricky Tedekia with a good run? Another penalty? Will it be? Will it not? Ball on the ground. Playing advantage here, Damien McPherson. The first time he's played advantage in this game today. Well, that was exciting. Ricky Tedekia very quick off the mark. Real burst there of speed on his own side of halfway. Great run. And, of course, Blake Beard and company and good support, Tobias.
Yeah, Ben, OBM off to a fiery start. Just the teamwork and support that Blake showed when Tedekia just made their run through, made their break. It's just, so awesome to see all this the support going on with OBM.
Some of the ball carriers that you'll see later on for Ngarapa. Keon Westrup carries the ball strongly. Big number 8 forward. Campbell Crisp carries the ball strongly. They're not short of guys who can run with the ball themselves, but OBM had the wind in the first half, and this is where they want to make their presence felt. Try and put some points on the board early. Week 4, Civil Project Solutions Premier Rugby. That was Jordan Kingy, that is. That's a little fella. That's Jordan Christie. Christie and Kingy, big difference, big size difference. Good play here from OBM. Still no score, first half of play. Wow, some solid hits. Tedekia made a good hard hit. But Ngarapa, excellent ball security by Ngarapa. Good play by Ngarapa.
Ricardo.
That was a Ricardo kicking the ball in field. Tika Sidre. Ball takes a high bounce. And another and another. Tika Sidre with Braden Grant in support. Goes into what they call these days contact. In our day they called it trouble. Here is Christie to clear. Christie, good ball. That was Jordan Kingy turning round in the tackle. Good play. Man, that's some physical play. That's some rugged rugby, roughhouse rugby. Ricky Tedekia will come off the sideline here, chips and chases. And Blake Beard, well, he didn't knock on. The ball did touch his hand, but he managed to regather the ball. Play continues. Okay, good stuff. That's, Tiaho Maurice come into this team and play well. Braden there with the last pass. Trying very hard, Solomoni Rosari. OBM spreading the ball and using the width of the field. Once again, the oval looks in pretty good condition. A different day, Last weekend, very sunny, clear day, overcast day today, but a few sprinkles here and there won't kill you. Week 4, everybody chasing YMP. East Coast Farm Vets, YMP. Other games today, YMP Pirates, Barry Park 1 under Aaron Brown. And of course, Waikahu versus High School Old Boys at Tikaraka. Good action. Tobias, Ngarapa making their tackles at the moment.
Yeah, then it's been a bit of an off start for Ngarapa today, but their defence is showing so far that it's they're showing some good defence, and so is OBM.
Okay, penalty there to Ngarapa. Good referee, Damien McPherson. Blows the whistle when it needs to be blown. These teams are going to cotton on very quickly to what he wants done. This is Ricardo Patricio. Young exotic. Looking for touch. Doesn't find it. Rosario over there. Big guy. Tackle that, handle that. OBM with the ball now. Once again, the opportunity to run with the ball. That was Miles Ladeli Mutawa, what you'd call a target. And they were at him. Tiaho Morris. Ball out, kicked out on the full. Tiaho Morris acknowledging his mistake. But you know, that's one of the things about rugby, isn't it, Tobias? You've got to try things. You don't try anything, nothing happens. Every now and then you're going to make a mistake.
Yeah, but you got to try something new. Like not the same thing's always going to work. There has to be some sort of times where you just want to pull something out of just out of your gut and just go with it.
It's a game. It's not the end of the world. Ngarapa, still no score. Full of running though, aren't they? Precio. Supported by Manai Ngata, did a good job there for Ngarapa. Good work by Manai Ngata to get to the ball carrier. Unfortunately, lost forward on the ground. Manai Ngata, the captain of Ngarapa, did everything he could to get in there, get the ball back, but just wasn't to be. OBM. Big Justin Allen. Miles. Ricky's the small one. Literally the meat in the sandwich. The burger and the patty and the burger. Damien McPherson. Poverty Bay representative himself in 2008. Poverty Bay man number 1315. OBM scrum, forcing the turnover from Ngarapa. Front rows go down. Tremendous power in these front rows, both of them. Campbell Crisp. He's up against Miles over there. And Justin Allen up against Jacob Story. Tobias, you ever play up there, those numbers 1, 2 and 3?
Yeah, been just looking at this from the team list, reading it last night, I was just like, holy, like just see Jacob and then Campbell and then Hull.
Powerful guys. OBM getting a little messy at the back there. Creativity. Got plenty of that. Moses Christie's certainly got plenty of that. OBM around about 12 metres short of halfway, turning the ball over. Really, it was a high pass. And down at the moment is the centre three-quarter Moses Christie. He impresses me with his speed, Tobias, and certainly got good feet.
Yeah, Ben, and that's just him, Moses and Jordan as well. Just both of them. Just watching them on the field for the first 5-6 minutes of this game, it's just been unbelievable.
Yeah, they're capable. So, however, is Drua, outside centre for Ngarapa. Johnny Miller, the first 5 can run. Benito Barry, got to keep an eye on him. And young Guy Johnson, starting fullback. Great deal of pride in that green and white jersey. Went for 22 years without winning the Lee Brothers Shield. And then an amazing championship in, I think, 2005, Blake Charteris. He did it all. He scored every point. Amazing stuff. Ngarapa, coach and trainer over there to assist the OBM player who's gone down. It's centre three-quarter Moses Christie. And one of the features of rugby at this level, it doesn't matter so much which team the player that's injured is from, trainers, coaches, people of experience are more than willing to help a player like that, and I think that's nice. I think that's one of the things that makes rugby, Tobias.
Yeah, Ben, and it looked like Moses took a really hard fall over there. Just hopefully that everything's okay and Moses isn't too hurt.
On the other hand, sometimes you need to be able to breathe. Had a few people standing over him there. Okay. Moses Christie, and that's also Ricky Tedekia. I wonder if Tedekia is not injured, he's just coming over to see what the status of the injured player is. I think and that doesn't surprise me at all with Ngarapa coming over to, you know, take an interest in and take care of the injured player. Don't think I'd want to be involved in any sport where a coach or manager or trainer didn't assist a fallen player. It's not rugby. Ricky Tedekia comes back having a word with his forwards. Good players in both these teams. Dan Law just really impresses me. Second row forward who was co-captain of Poverty Bay last year. Just the man himself, the total package. Not just the player on the field, but everything that he brings to a team. These teams, they've got some good quality people in them. Back there, Jordan Kingy, who's blowing his nose. Keon Westrup, who played for Boys High School, showed a lot of guts for Gisborne Boys High School during a difficult period. For the first 15, he was a player that consistently showed up, was a captain in the absence of Jordan McFarlane, regular captain, vice captain as well. So there are some players with a bright future in rugby to watch. Okay, referee McPherson, pretty certain about the way that penalty was going. Went the way of Ngarapa, Ricky Tedekia. One thing you want from a referee is consistency, and I believe that's what you'll get this afternoon from referee McPherson. He's been around for a long time. It seems like only the other day he and his brother were running around at the Boys High Athletic Sports. Has it been that long? My God. Identical twins. I always thought Damien was a little taller. Nice take. Looked to be the big guy there, Knox 92. Larson, Ngarapa. Somewhere around here will be John Larson as well. Here's Patricio. Support there from Drewer. Centre on his outside to the right. Now they come back to the left. Good play here from Ngarapa. Changing angles and making a few metres, chipping away here. Ngarapa. Drewer there with a good pass. Keon Westrup. Powerful Westrup.
What a run by Keon.
It was good, powerful play. Dan Law got those long legs like a giraffe. See Dan Law there, midfield in front of the posts. Jordan Kingy, and now penalty OBM. But I like what I saw from Ngarapa there for a moment. Saw them make some good yards, drew a good pass. Keon Westrup hung onto the ball, and Dan Law started to extend. I was going to say took flight. And there is Tiaho Morris. And he finds touch. He's a skillful player, Tiaho Morris. That first attempted line kick that went out on the full from outside the 22, that's not like him. Tobias and Ngarapa look like they can run with the ball and do something with it.
Yeah, Ben just, as soon as Keon got that ball and he just kept running and running and running.
He's big.
Oh, Miles!
That's big!
Oh.
That's big! That's Miles!
Oh.
Miles is Lardeli Mutawa there with a massive run. Miles there. OBM on the front foot now. OBM coming hard. Miles there with the biggest run of the year, literally. OBM want the ball back. Go left. Blake Beard. Gonna take a pummeling. He loves it. Good hard driving tackle. Ngarapa, Damien McPherson playing advantage here to OBM. Well, that pass would have been borderline forward. Guy Johnson, ball takes a bounce. Miles Lardeli Mutawa. Knees up, Mother Brown. Miles.
Got to get excited, even as soon as you see Miles or Blake or Tedekia run with the ball, eh?
Miles, that's the boogeyman. See that big run? You got to love your rugby. Tiaho Morris, beautiful kick. One of the fantastic things about rugby, Tobias, is there's still a place in rugby for players of different sizes and different skills. The little man who's quick, the skillful player, room for all. OBM with the throw. Carl Rennie, one of the coaches on this side. Harawira Kokura, good set here for OBM. Around about 6 metres off the left touch. Terekia. Okay, and the try has been ruled there by referee McPherson. Ricky Terekia? No, not Ricky Terekia. It was a bit tough for us to pick that up. But OBM try number 1. So OBM 5-0. The little chap, the halfback. Wow, Jordan Christie. Did well, didn't he? Down in the corner there, Tobias, as I said, I just finished saying there was room in rugby for the big guy, the tall guy, and the little quick one. The little quick one being Jordan Christie in the corner.
Yeah, man, and it's such a great start for OBM. Look, they got 5 points on the table, and just over 18 minutes played in the game in the first half so far, and that's what they needed. They needed to get points onto the table. They're comfortable right now. They're a try ahead.
You really do have to make hay while the sun shines. Not that it's shining there with that first try. The wind, if you don't do something with it, 5 points is not going to be enough. Although the wind does seem to have died down that easterly. About to take the shot here, OBM from the sideline, leading 5-0. And the kick doesn't quite have the legs. Certainly 5-0. Ricky Terekia just having a little word with Damien McPherson, and to me that's the right time to do it. Ricky Terekia is a good captain, shows the proper respect. And like all captains, if he doesn't, he'll be pinged. So at the moment, 5-0. Little Jordan Christie in the corner, very quick. The quick and the dead. Patricio, right foot. Watch for this curling restart. Ball hangs in the air. That was that Jacob Cook there? Cook went up for it. Barrel-chested Jacob Cook. OBM with the ball. Again, keen to play the game down the other end. Here's Manaya Ngata, who has some pace.
Ooh.
Good on his feet. Really good effort to get back over halfway with space at a premium. Moment 5-0. OBM the first try. Week 4. 2023 Civil Project Solutions Premier Rugby. Oh, he higher! He higher! Heavens above. At the moment 5-0. OBM the leaders. Watch for Johnny Miller and company to rustle something special up. Okay, penalty advantage. Here's Miller. Miller has it. What will Miller do?
Oh.
Miller encounters Miles. That would have been like a shadow, like Ozymandias, straight over the top. What do you do when you can't go left and you can't go right and you can't go back? Well, not much. At the moment, 5-0. You know, if you're a little guy, you don't let yourself get into those situations. Patricio, good restart. This is Drewer. Ball didn't go forward. Nice hands, Patricio.
Oh,
good tackle there,
Westrup.
Tekasidre after him. Is that Westrup? Ngarapa, good play, Ngarapa. Good play, Ngarapa. That was Peter Ifopo. Here's Keon Westrup again. He looks like a Hulk. Big green Hulk. Incredible Hulk, that is Keon Westrup. 5-0. Nice ball there to Law. Back into Beard. Combination of Beard.
Good defence by OBM, Ben.
Yeah. It is. What do you think? OBM's defence going to hold on here? Going to be able to hang on here, Tobias?
They're going to need to. If they're not willing to let another try.
No. Campbell Crisp, where is he? Okay, and the ball, unfortunately, Nashwin Mutin, but under advantage. OBM surrender the ball. Johnny Miller runs to the line. I like that. Ricardo Patricio. Now, this is the first time in a long time The Ngarapa's been at this end. They're going to look for line here. Ricardo Patricio. I wonder if they were tempted to take the shot at goal.
I would have tempted them.
Well, sometimes, you know, that's not a bad idea. Look at Justin Allen over there.
I think they want to go for the lead.
Ah. Justin Allen, tall guy too, round about 6'4". Harawira Kaukura behind him at 2. Ricky Tedekea outside the line out. Jacob Story up against Justin Allen. Allen is a lifter for Harawira. Okay, Dan Law there with a superb take. He's a great line out forward, Dan Law. Good hands, good extension.
That's a good push by Ngarapa.
It is. Ihaya!
Oh.
Ihaya's coming! Ihaya came. Good strong charge there from Ihaya. Tough pass,
unlucky.
Benito. Nashua Moot now, Justin. Justin rocks and rolls. He gets a pass away there to Ricky Tedekea. Benito Barry, that belongs to the past. Hey, you can't dwell on it. Man, that Keon Westrup is bulky. That's the word, isn't it? Bulky. Big guy. Ricky Tedekea to throw. Okay, Harawira Kaukiwa by far or Kaukura rather, far the lightest of the OBM forwards to lift.
You're going to need to clear this one.
Yeah, and quickly. Te Aho Morris. Good defensive rugby. Okay, Nashua Mooten with a good quick throw and good thinking there. Now Guy Johnson, Blake Beard to him.
Oh.
Big youngster goes down. Tall boy, Guy Johnson, got that long body. Here come, well, that was Nashua Mooten again. Nashua Mooten, good run, determined run. Did they rip the ball from him? Benito gets the pass away. Ngarapa not lacking for heart here, not lacking for industry. The yeomanry here of Ngarapa down at the moment by 5 points.
This is a good D by OBM, Ben.
It is. They've had to defend. They've had to make a lot of tackles. Oof. Impressed by Ngarapa's structure here. They've just got to be patient here. That was Miller. Ball knocked down by Harawira Kaukura. Holds the ball up back to, or was that back to Miller?
It's gone back to Miller.
Penalty now, OBM. Ngarapa spending some time in the OBM half, but they would want to come up or have something to show for their efforts come half time. The moment, one OBM try. Not for lack of running though this game. Here Te Aho Morris. I love the boot. That's the artist. Ricky Tedekea. My magic moment though, honestly, Tobias, was Miles running with the ball.
Oh, like I want to say again, Ben, every time that Miles gets the ball, I'm just going to keep getting excited and it's going to pump me up because I want to see some more big hits from Miles.
Yeah, medium-sized guys running with the ball is okay, but big guys like that running with the ball is something else. Throw to come, Ricky Tedekea. Will it be Kaukura? Kaukura it is. Nice win.
Nice.
Okay. Ball went backwards from Morris. Kicked ahead by Tikasidre. Nashua Mooten has it, accelerates. Now what a wide run. Good wide curling run. Goes to ground and the tackle there. High. That there, I suppose, the old-fashioned expression, it wasn't a high shot so much as he scragged him. And scragged implies the shoulders round there type of thing. And unfortunately, you just can't do that, obviously. Now we've got John Donnelly. Now I was told we'd have Joel Pearce on the other side, but that looks to be Terry Reeves, I think. Certainly isn't Joel Pearce. Joel Pearce is a taller, red-headed lad, and that is not him. Throw to come. That was for Keon Westrup. Dan Law at the back of the line out away from Ricky Tedekea. Stop, starts, evades Miles. Tremendous effort there from Dan Law. Dan Law letting it all hang out. Here's drew a powerful surge there for Ngarapa. At the moment, 5-0. At the moment, OBM in front.
Oh.
And on top, Nashua Mooten in support.
Oh.
Okay, Ricardo got a good pass away. Ricardo has it now. Ricardo hauled down. Ngarapa showing some adventure there. Look at Guy Johnson Gutsy Guy Johnson. Well, Guy Johnson there with a good effort. And Law again with the hands, the big guy. Good hands. OBM's Ngatapa's big chance. See there, Miles? The arm went through where a player had been only seconds before. Milliseconds if you want the truth. Okay, OBM have it off a turnover. There, Braden. Over to Mania. Mania going to spark something up here. Mania over to Guy Johnson.
Oh.
Guy Johnson taking in a tackle. Good pass, Mania. Mania lightweight right on halfway. Here's Dan Law. Dan Law so heavily involved. Dan Law, a hard-working player. He pops up in the darndest places. There, that went forward there, obviously. Ngarapa penalty advantage. Ngarapa frenetic period, trying so hard to get some points on the board. Tobias an A for effort.
Yeah, then just that last minute of play, just both teams are showing that they both wanted the ball, and Ngarapa showing that they've got grit and all of that, and OBM showing that they can just show as much defence as Ngarapa can.
I wouldn't say that the big guys are slowing down, but they seem to be taking a breather. And who can blame them, to be honest? What about Dan Law? 2 or 3 times he handles the ball in the opposition 22. He gets back to help cover defensively on his own side of halfway. He's a darn good player, Dan Law. At the moment, 5-0. Last on Ngarapa. Here's up Miller. Oh, wow. Oh. He read the player there, Tiaho Morris.
Oh.
That's Drew up. Ball down there to Guy Johnson. The eagle eye of Damien McPherson. Sometimes justice can be harsh. Tiaho Morris with lovely touch. You know, he's confident now, Tiaho Morris. He's in good touch. He knows it too. Hitting the ball better and better. Ricky Tedek here. Shuffles over there. Some players that I haven't seen much of, but I have been impressed by so far today. Drew has been very good, centre 3/4 for Ngarapa. Fuller running, Ricky Tedek here. Now will he find Harueta? No, it's the big guy, Jacob. Nice pass there by Christie. There's a long one to Braden. Braden gets going. Braden runs.
Oh, he's away.
He can fly. And Blake Beard. Beard gets there in the corner. A popular try. So, Enterprise Cars OBM's Blake Beard gets their second try for 10-0. Only 2 tries in the game so far. Both OBM tries, Blake Beard. You know, you get rewarded for hard work, and Blake Beard gets around. He takes his fair share of hidings, and there Tobias scores a try in the corner.
Yeah, Ben, it was an awesome setup by Braden Grant. Just that awesome run that he got, and then just all of the support from OBM and just breaking out all of those tackles, and then ultimately getting into Blake. Really what OBM needed right now before halftime.
Wonderful pass. He got a wonderful pass. Outstanding. 10-0. Tiaho Morris, 10-0. Haven't had a successful kick at goal yet, a shot. Tiaho Morris is now composed. Gee, that Eastley's died right down. Virtually windless. So really, there's no excuse by the fact it's a sideline attempt. Good height on this kick as it curves back. It's there, okay, 12-0. First successful kick at goal, OBM up by 12 points to 0. Converted try and a try. Try to halfback Jordan Christie, try to Blake Beard, blindside flanker number 6. Man, he got around. How about Braden Grant's pace and athleticism? But, you know, Ngarapa won't feel too awful. They're down by 12 points at the moment, but this thing may turn around in the second half. They'll have the wind. Although the wind itself, to be honest, has died down a little. Restart of play, Ricardo Patricio. Can he get another one to hang in the air? It just goes 10. It's a very, very good kick.
Yeah, Ben, and we're just 8 minutes left in this first half, eh?
What would you do here, Tobias, if you were OBM? Would you shut up shop and just try and kick the ball down the other end, or would you still be looking to score?
I'd go for another try, Ben.
Guy Johnson, good hands.
Oh, nice hands.
Boot to ball.
Nice
was a fine
kick.
player. Here now is Braden
Braden
Grant. Left foot. He's going to run now and boot to ball there by Braden. Is it a good kick? Ball takes a high bounce. Nashua Mooten there to save the day.
Oh!
Nashua Mooten coming up to Nashua Mooten coming up to Tikasidre. Okay, and it went for their unfortunate Jacob Story. Hard-working player. He'd be gutted that the hands there deserted him for a moment. Campbell Crispy with a little nudge. OBM at the moment up by 12 points. 2 tries, 1 conversion. A real bustling first half. I would not characterise this first half by saying it was error-ridden. I don't think it has been error-ridden. I think it's been full of hard-running rugby and some pretty tough tackles. Some of those tackles, what about Tikasidre coming through in Nashwin? Do you think Nashwin knew what was coming, Tobias?
He seen what was coming, man, and then you could just see it on his face. Just that grit that he just wanted to run it straight at the bro, and then ultimately the bro was just too quick and just got him just in time. Combination
of 2 things. Number 1 is come and get me, and number 2 is oh well. And that's pretty much it at the moment. 12 points to 0. They're full of running here. Is that Ricardo Patricio?
Nice.
Can certainly stretch out. Looks a good mover with the ball in hand. 12 points to 0. OBM with the win in the first. Is that Campbell?
Oh.
Campbell Crisp, good surge. He's good value, not just at scrum time, but around the field. Still hits hard in the tackle, Campbell Crisp. Representative player of note, fine scrummager. Okay.
Oh.
OBM with these big guys coming at them in the back row for Ngarapa, having to make tackles around the fringes. That was Ricardo, ball knocked down by OBM. Here's Guy Johnson.
What do you do right now, bending for Ngarapa?
Well, I think you keep the ball in hand. They've shown that they can make ground with the ball in hand, and they can. Okay, but turnovers are going to sting at some stage. Is that Keon Westrop?
Oh,
wow!
Nashwin.
Not an angle. Nashwin straightens up, big tackle there. Hadawita Kahukura. Hit him like a hammer, and penalty OBM. Kahukura. He might be lightweight. Look at Braden. He agrees.
Absolutely great money by OBM.
He approves. Hear him yell out, good job, boys. Tiaho Morris, look for line. Look at Tikasidre, man. He loves a tackle. Imagine being whacked by Tikasidre, so strong. And there, nice touch again, Tiaho Morris. You know, those are the little things. To be honest, if you can't find touch with a line kick, you're a worthless first 5. Good kick there from Tiaho Morris. And enjoying the rugby we're seeing from these teams. Look at Campbell Crisp, he's scheming. How am I going to get my hands on this OBM throw? You watch this, Tobias. Watch these guys, the ones at the back and the front, and watch what happens away from the ball. Okay, Here's Keon Westrop, wants it. Tiaho Morris gets caught there by Keon Westrop. Scragged him down. Good play here, Keon Westrop. Carrying the fight to OBM. He's the point of the sword. Good hands here from Ngarapa. Changes course. He changes course. You wouldn't call it a sidestep. Look at this. Ngarapa ball in hand. They've got to keep the ball. Oh, no, they've turned the ball over.
Oh, here comes Blake.
Now Blackbeard. Blackbeard, loose ball. Christie grabbed and thrown into touch. Like a sack of potatoes. Like being tossed around the woolshed, I suppose you could say, Tobias. Ngarapa, wonderful to see an OBM Ngarapa game here for the McFarlane Cup. They're good people. You enjoy, all of these clubs are different character, but all of them are great people. You know, off the field, around the game, no club works harder. Well, both of these clubs work their fingers to the bone in support of the players and the game they love, the national game. I keep on hearing about some obscure sport or the other that people say is the most popular sport. Rubbish. It is and has been, always been rugby. Okay, loose ball, nice catch there, Jacob. Then Justin Allen burrows into Dan Law. Okay, that's a nice pass there from Christie. Tiaho Morris with a top on Tikasidre on that curling run. there with a kick. Now comes back after the ball.
Oh,
And
Nashwood.
they've done well there. That's Benito. Is that Nashwood or
Oh.
Benito? Looks like Benito. Looks a little small to be Nashwood. And Ngarapa, OBM once again having the scramble near halfway right now. Back right almost at halfway as Ngarapa have it. Got to roll up their sleeves.
Wow, Nashwood's all over this place. Benny's on this side of the field. And
Unbelievable. He's enthusiastic. Well, Dan Law.
Yeah, Miles.
The long and the tall. Look at that. Now Justin Allen has it. Justin Allen hooks the pass back for Harawira Kokura. Goes down, dumped heavily. He is light. Tall boy, but very light. Now, what happened there? Running into Blake there. Blake, get out of the way. Okay, that was Jordan Christie. Blake, you're always in the way, says Christie. These guys are real warriors out there, Tobias.
Tell me about it, Ben. It's been an awesome first half, bro. Like, it's even though it's 12-0 to OVM, it's been an awesome first half of rugby.
I remember some hilarious entertainment over the years. There used to be a TV show called Every Which Way But Loose. That's what you see with these forwards. Is this now Morris again finds touch? Has only made one mistake in the first half. That was that first line kick from outside the 22 that went out on the full. But aside from that, he's been extremely good. The only reason I mention it is to make the point that he's been very consistent. What about Ngarapa? They've shown plenty of spirit, Tobias, but just nothing on the board yet.
Yeah, Ben, Ngarapa showed today that they've got determination, and their defence this whole half has been immaculate. Like,
whoa! What happened to Dan Law? Surfs up with Dan Law. The moment 12-0. OBM driving.
Just under 30 seconds left in this first half, Ben.
Right on half time, OBM have scored again. And that looks to be Miles. It's the big guy who's got it. Miles Ladeli Muatawa. Well, 3 tries, 1 conversion, 17 points to 0. OBM have taken the opportunities they've been given at this end of the park, but certainly at the other end and near halfway they've had to tackle, they've had to recover, they've had to scramble in defence. I suppose that's their reward, Tobias. They've got 3 tries, but they had to work very hard for all of them.
Yeah, Ben, and it's just showing that the first try that Jordan scored, and then to Blake's try that he got, and then now to Miles' one that he got. It's just showing that Ngarapa, they're not just going to let OBM score, they're making them work for it.
Yeah. Around the country, there are a lot of big guys, but most of them last 10 minutes. Miles Ladeli Muatawa has played a very good first half. Obviously, we're going to have half-time here. The shot at goal, Tiaho Morris, 17-0 at the moment. 3 tries, 1 conversion. This would be 19-0. Ngarapa received 1 penalty earlier on in a kickable position. They elected not to take the shot. This here, okay, is away as well. So 17-0 at half-time here in week 4 of Civil Project Solutions Premier Rugby. Enterprise Cars OBM lead Larson Ngarapa by 17 points to 0. Tobias, 3 tries, 1 conversion. Have you been impressed by both these teams?
Yeah, Ben, I've definitely been impressed with both teams. Just with OBM, like the half that they had, they've got 3 tries. And Ngarap's their first half, just all of the defence that they've shown and their willingness to not give up so easily. They're still in this game. They've still got a whole full second half to get through.
Some guys that have worked incredibly hard for Ngarapa. Dan Law's worked incredibly hard. Kean Westrup's worked incredibly hard. Ricardo Patricio from time to time with some good passes. And
Nashwin.
Yeah, Nashwin Mooton's gotten around. Nashwin Mooton, you know what? He could have avoided Tikasidre, but he didn't feel like it. He decided he runs back. Good hard stuff. And after a lot of whistle early on, once these teams realised how the game was going to be refereed by Mr. McPherson, they've been a lot more disciplined. And while it hasn't flowed, about the last 10 or so minutes, Tobias, not so many penalties.
Yeah, Ben, and that's what it's also good to have. You don't want too many penalties in the game of rugby, you know. But yeah, it's been an awesome first half, and let's just hope that the second half's even better.
Miles made an enormous run earlier. The only one comparable was Braden Grant's effort. But Miles, how about that first really big run of the game and scores the last try in the first half? That's good reward for a big guy. Gets around the field and gets the plums. And everybody would be happy to see that. They'd see that as a good reward for honest effort.
Yeah, Vin, and it's always good to see Miles. Like, that first run just got me excited, like I said. Every time he's going to get that ball and run, it's just, oh my goodness. But yeah, big ups to OBM this half, and yeah, hopefully it's going to be even better second half.
When Titans ruled the earth, that was Miles Lardeli Muatawa. And the truth of the matter is, a guy that strong, guy that physical, that close to the line, you can talk about going low or going high or whatever else, but the bottom line is that when they're that close, going low, to be honest, does nothing. And it was never going to stop him at that distance. Line out work, Haraweta Kokud has been very good for OBM. Ngarapa Law, as you might expect, has been extremely good. You know, a lot to look at here for Ngarapa. I mean, yes, they've conceded 3 tries, but they'd be hoping that with the wind, such as it is, that may be a potent factor for them in the second half. Ngarapa, their season to date, 1924, came within 5 points of Waikahu in the first game out there at Paddy's Park, Tiny White opening day. 44-17 over Pirates, and last week, you know, ran into YMP, and YMP are very good these days, the defending champions, and that's the story of their season to date. For Enterprise Cars OBM, on day 1, Tiny White opening day, beat Pirates 46-12, beat High School Old Boys 55-22 for the Peter Martin Cup from memory, and of course, beat Waikohu out there at Tikaraka, 36-22, a big result. Some good wins there, some wins there against good opposition, Tobias.
Yeah, Ben, and it's just showing over the past games that we've been commentating and just watching the likes of OBM and NGATAPA and Waikahu and all of them. But mainly these 2 teams have surprised me, mainly NGATAPA.
Yeah. And of course, on Tiny White opening day, OBM overcoming Pirates, defending the Keith Webber Memorial Shield. Wonderful man, patron of Poverty Bay Rugby. Just a fantastic teacher, great contributor. When you look at these games and you see the cups, the trophies they play for, those represent families, you know. Those represent lives in rugby and some very special people. Ngarapa, of course, with a 3-coach system these days, they have Koi Waihi, they have Guy Allen, they have Heath Hawea. They have 3, so you've got points of view, and that's a good, healthy thing. You've got guys with advice and expertise to offer in different areas. Heath is a gentleman. Was Premier grade head coach for Ngarapa last year. OBM with first-year coaches Dylan Dolman Tuho, Carl Rennie. Dylan, I mean, obviously I'm not in the changing room, but I'd imagine, Tobias, that he would be a talker, a sensible, down-to-earth talk, not a shouter, not a screamer. Many different coaching styles in rugby. One of my favourite coaches, of course, long time ago, was Tony Highland. He was a fantastic player, Poverty Bay, and fantastic coach, and one of the great characters, lovely guy. I can't look at OBM versus Ngarapa without thinking of Ant Highland. The neat guy. Big second 5, George Hooper for OBM. Running opportunities have been limited. They have 3 tries to show. Ngarapa in the green and white hoops. From right to left, the restart. Miles underneath the try scorer. Hey, good
Miles!
One. Ngarapa making their tackles. Strong defence from Ngarapa. Want to make those first up tackles. Got a fan out now to the left. Jahal Morris, probably not the kick he wanted. Jacob Story handled the ball a couple of times in the first half. Advantage now, Ngarapa. Jacob Story, that's Patricio.
Whoa.
Good stuff there. That was Drewer. Showed real willingness to work hard in the first half. Ricardo Patricio wants the ball, and his urgency, his confidence has grown in the last couple of seasons. He's not just the slender youngster out there anymore. He's a playmaker. He's a pivot. Here is Ricardo. and finds good touch. Very important that he do that. That's very important for Ngarapa. Finds excellent touch. Don't have to play flashy rugby at this stage. They're down at the moment by 17 points. A good, solid start to the second half. It's what they need. They have the first penalty of the second half of play. Their captain, Manai Ngata, out here on the left wing wearing 14. Tobias Ngarapa. Is this it?
Who knows, Ben? I just really hope that I see some big hits in this half because, oh my gosh, that first half was really amazing. Just things for, I think that Ngarapa, I think they can do this half.
Blake, well, no, that's a Braden magnificently.
Braden Grant!
Oh, came in him, great rugby! Ricardo Patricio, Braden Grant, mutual respect, fantastic rugby.
Gotta love it, Ben.
Oh, that was brilliant. Athlete versus athlete. That makes your bones roll. Good stuff there. Well, I thought it was being thrown in for a minute. Ihaya Kerr, make the throw here. Ihaya, where's Law? Law's at 3. Knox at only 2 at 2. Will it be Knox at only 2? Well, what's happening with the line out? Well, what's happening with the line out here? Well, did the forwards forget? The forwards forget where it was supposed to go. It's Dan Law. Dan Law waiting to throw. Oh! Kokura, they came after Jordan Christie. They came after him, and Ricky Tedekia now fighting through the tackle of Kia Westrup. Superb power.
Christie again.
Keanu Tomata over the ball there. Brilliant stuff.
Miles!
Keanu Tomata with a fantastic clear out there a moment ago. Seeing some good rugby here. Line ball, but it's all good according to referee McPherson, who is in good position. Make that decision. Jordan Christie was at Tiaho Morris in there to clear. No, it's Jordan. Okay, there's a time to clear. There's a season for all things. Now it's Blake Beard. Blake Beard, more there to the floor. Okay, penalty now, OBM. Referee McPherson. I wonder what was happening with that line out. Did the forwards forget? It was as if they forgot where they were trying to throw the ball to. Well, that's the first time I've ever seen that. The forwards actually just simply forget where the ball was supposed to be going. Although, to be honest, I'm sure it's happened before. At the moment, 17-0. Saw 3 fantastic tries. Jordan Christie, Blake Beard, Miles, Lardeli Muatawa. Hooper wants the ball, telling people where it's going to go. Tiaho Morris, they've got guys who can throw a long pass. It's an OBM throw. Okay, Ricky Tedekia. Okay, Harawira Kokura with a great snatch. Good grab there and good setup here. Good driving play. Playing advantage here, Ricky Tedekia. Now Dixon, Lance Dixon.
Oh, what a run.
Fantastic effort there from Lance Dixon. Real power there. And Daniel comes up to make the tackle. Miles, get him on one leg. He's nowhere near as effective. Now penalty here. OBM now, will they kick it goal? It seems that these teams have gone right off the idea of kicking for goal. Seemed like a good option for the first 100 years. 17-0. Miles Tawa hulks into position. At the moment, 17-0. Braden Grant, that was a thrill, honestly. I love that. See him run the ball, and Ricardo came across. Set the ladies' hearts aflutter. No doubt about that. Moment 17-0.
Their mutual respect between both players, you've got to love that.
Yeah. It's not always the case. Some players don't like each other. But those two good teammates, obviously, Poverty Bay youngsters. Great catch there. Jacob Cook back to his best at the line out. He's played a very good game today, Jacob Cook. At the moment, 17-0. Referee McPherson keeping a close eye on developments here. OBM continuing to work. OBM keeping the pressure here on Ngarapa, coming hard. Ooh. Really good pressure being applied by OBM's forwards. Blake Beard again. Blake Beard again, another try, a double there for Beard. Okay, a double there for Beard. So 22 points to 0. Blake Beard with a double. Excellent work here by OBM's forwards. They applied great pressure. They, as the kids say, turned the screws. Tobias, good rugby here by OBM.
Yeah, Ben, and it's awesome to see for Blake also for it's a second try today. And he's been playing so good this whole game. The first half of that first try that he got, and all of his defence that he was showing, and all of his tackling and breaking that he was making.
He's always been a great-hearted player, Blake Beard. I'll tell you something. I remember when he was at Gisborne Boys High School, and he played his guts out for the second 15, and it didn't matter what jersey he was wearing. He gave it absolutely everything. Now 24 points to 0. They've missed a couple of conversions, but it's 24 points to 0. And they have 4 tries. And they have had to play rugby in all departments all over the place. Ngarapa, though, to be honest, for the sake of the contest, they need to be the next team to score. They have made some gutsy tackles. They've made some breaks, but they need something to show for it. Okay, I'm not sure if the restart's travelled 10 metres, but OBM played at the ball, so that's of small consequence. Here's Miles again and runs hard there, carrying the ball in contact. Probably still a little high from the classic technician's point of view. Okay, lost forward by Hooper. Put boot to ball. You play to the whistle. And Hooper he'd be disappointed, like any player would be. Miles has continued to go, and again, another monster that has played 40, now just about 50 odd minutes of rugby, and that's not easy being a man that strength, that size, that scale, getting around the park. You know, that's a real compliment to his ability and to his fitness. He's been very effective. Ngarapa. Got to hit back. Green and whites have got to hit back the green machine. Benito Barry. Scrum under some pressure. Now a tight head here. Okay, and they wouldn't have expected that. You don't take many tight heads against Ngarapa. The Ngarapa front row, the Ngarapa scrum is a strong front row and a strong scrum. But OBM have done it. Now they turned the ball over in general play. Yes, they have. Okay, so Ngarapa conceded the tight head, and now OBM have turned the ball over in general play. At the moment, 24-0. Okay. OBM now boot to ball. The whistle was coming. And the whistle has come. Nashwin Mooten. Playing for the McFarlane Cup. Okay, the ball has been saved in the field of play. Penalty now, Ngarapa. Is it Keon Westrup to tap and run?
Ngarapa needs something, Ben.
They do. It needs to be here and now, frankly, because time is a factor. 24 points to 0. One of the things that I like about Ngarapa, not only through the good seasons and other seasons, but also, you know, when a game is close or when a score mounts, those fans will stay exactly where they are. They support their team through thick and thin, not the sort that leave early. That's their team. Dan Law, good win. Good play here from Dan Law. At the line out, he has been very good, though. OBM put the push on Ngarapa. Ngarapa have the ball. Losing a little bit of ground. That's O'Miller, nice hands. Nashwin. Over there to Guy Johnson, does well. Guy Johnson not lacking for courage. Good play by Guy Johnson. Guy helping to set play up here. That's Jacob Story. Story coming hard. Benito Barry. That's Drewer. Drewer, does he get through? Ngarapa deserve one. They've got to get one. Ngarapa want one. They need one. They have to have one. They've got to have it. Ngarapa right on the line here. The big guy Drewer. Does he get home? Did he ground it? Benito Barry, great pass. Great hands here from Ngarapa.
Ricardo.
And Patricio thrown to the ground. Patricio OBM are in like flint, trying to spoil Ngarapa's ball, but Keon Westrup, once again carrying the ball. A man among men, I'm telling you. Oh, and there the ball goes down, unfortunately. It might have been Ethan Angatoa. Here's Keon Westrup on the charge here now. Keon Westrup trying to free his arms. Trying to free his arms up. Get the ball loose. Okay, and the ball there goes forward. Well, play on. I heard a whistle. I love the excitement. Solomone Rosari getting ready to run. Conditions here have improved too, Tobias. I've got to say, I was thinking, oh gee, it's going to pour on us today, but it hasn't.
Yeah, Ben, I'm just grateful that it didn't rain. But yeah, it's been an awesome day rugby today. It was a slow start with the weather, of course, but although it was, we managed to get everything working as well.
Rangi's live stream coverage on YouTube. Civil Project Solutions Premier Grade Rugby. 2019, from memory, was the first year that Civil Project Solutions came on board. Josh Willoughby was the CEO at that stage. These days it's Ray Noble. And the union is in good heart. They're doing some good things in and around rugby, and certainly their staff working very hard to facilitate both club rugby, junior rugby. Okay, OBM, Tiaho Morris finds touch. Nothing fancy. Damien McPherson just explaining the ins and outs and the finer points of the law. Very good referee, Damien McPherson. Certainly one of the best the Poverty Bay has produced in the last, well, you'd have to say 3 decades now. Long, proud history of the Poverty Bay Rugby Referees Association. Great referees, the likes of the late president, Mr. Wollstonholme, Bernie Wollstonholme, international referee, and also Lex Gibson. These two are in a class of their own, probably. Ihaya Kerr, there with an excellent throw. Strong tackle there as well. Ngarapa, chance to use it or lose it. Good hard rugby here from Ngarapa. Getting over the gain line, making ground. Patricio there, Drua comes hard there.
What a hit.
Ngarapa have carried hard. Jacob Story has it.
You got to give it to OBM though, Ben. Like, their defence is awesome as well.
Oh, it has been very good. It's normally very good, but Ngarapa are showing a lot of courage here. They're showing me something. Campbell Crisp has it. Campbell Crisp play going to continue.
Ricardo Patricio.
Well, Ricardo Patricio has it. He's on the ground now. Where's Ihaya Kerr? There's Ihaya Kerr! Ihaya Kerr! Ihaya Kerr to the line. Ngarapa continuing to come at the moment, 24-0. 17-0 at halftime, Lance Dixon. OBM are about to be penalised here by referee McPherson. Patricio. Ihaya Kerr now taps and runs, sets himself, and roly-poly. There Ihaya Kerr. So carrying the ball strongly there, losing his footing. Okay, it's Campbell Crisp now. Campbell Crisp low. Campbell Crisp gets there. Did he get the ball down? No, turn the ball over. Okay, and one or two of the backs just shows they've got a heart. Rugby with a pulse. Guys are out there trying their hardest. They wanted the ball. Sometimes it doesn't go your way. But there's life in the old dog yet with Ngarapa. Look at Campbell Crisp had a crack. He's broken defences that close to the line before. So is Ihaya Kerr. Smashed them to smithereens. At the moment, 24 points to 0. Ngarapa wouldn't be human if they weren't a little frustrated, but they're going to keep coming. They're going to keep working. OBM scrum. Turned here. OBM have it. Hooper there with a good carry for OBM. Okay, Nashua Mooten goes flying.
Oh,
That's
what a kick.
Morris. That's a wonderful kick.
Beautiful
Almost
kick.
split Manaia and Guy Johnson. Numbers over there to the right. Guys come to Manaia Ngata. Okay, and OBM are penalised there. I wonder what the penalty was awarded for. I'm not sure what it was awarded for, but it was certainly awarded round about, what's that, 10 metres out from the goal line. Tapped and ran to Ricardo
Patricio.
Okay. Ricardo Patricio now 24-5 to OBM over Ngarapa. The quick thinking of Ricardo Patricio, who was so annoyed before when he wanted the ball to come out wide. This time he shows that when they do get the ball, they run him in. So now 19 points in it. Patricio believed that a ball earlier on should have gone wide. It didn't. But he shows what he can do when he does get the ball. Tobias, what do you think?
This is exactly what Ngarapa needed, Ben, was to get some points on the board. So now all they have to worry about is just scoring a couple, 3 more tries, and then they'll be right up there.
Okay, that came as a result. Referee McPherson awarded the penalty to Ngarapa and took play a long way back to within around about 10 metres of the goal line. And then from there, next decision was a quick one. And Patricio scored and showed good enterprise, 19 points in it. He was very grumpy at those forwards earlier. 24 points to 5, Ricardo Patricio. Okay, and he would be annoyed with that. Still, okay. Well, what's the ruling there? I heard the whistle blown. I'm not quite sure why the whistle was blown, because there's no way that ball went over the bar.
Yeah.
With all due respect, I think that ball missed by about 5 metres. I think it missed by 8 metres.
Yeah, that kick did
Well,
look
8
pretty.
metres, isn't it?
That kick did look pretty out of it, Ben.
Well, not pretty. Mind you, that's the colour of rugby. Okay, now Keon Westrup comes back.
Oh.
He steals himself. They love the physical contact, these guys.
Listen, George! George, listen!
Ngarapa. Maybe the whistle was blown for a different reason. I can't believe it was blown for a conversion. Wow. That's how Sam Hudson is. It's Sam Hudson. He's a strong guy. He's a genuine strong man. Comes onto the field, and now he's just collecting himself. He's gathering himself. Sam Hudson, I love it. Now, no, perhaps the whistle was blown to allow somebody to come onto the field. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Mind you, what do I know? Sam Hudson over there. Throw the ball into play. Both the Hudson boys. Rather Hudson outside the line out. They're both very good cricketers. Dad, of course, was a great cyclist. Darryl works hard with the Ngarapa crew from what I've been told on their fitness. Okay, scrum now, Ngarapa.
What do Ngarapa do from here, Ben?
Well, with what they've shown, they've just got to play the game at pace. They've got to pick the pace of the game up. They've got the loose forwards to get to the ball. I mean, they've got a tight forward set that can get to the ball. I mean, Ihaya Kerr was very, very good. And Dan Law's gotten around, and Keon Westrup, man, he's going hard. Ricardo Patricio playing the game with a lot of heart here today too. Scrum work by Sam Hudson out there, obviously. Nash one run around here. Ricardo Patricio, good play from Ricardo. Try score today, Nashua Mooten accelerates. Oh, got a good pass up. Keon Westrup running hard. Keon Westrup, good pass back on the inside. Johnson
He's away.
He should go all the way. I thought he would. I thought he could. I thought he should. Guy Johnson
Keon
there running
Westrup
hard.
again.
Well, 24 points to 5, but this game is not dead. Here's Nash one over to Dan Law. Dan Law takes it like a man up the middle. Dan Law. Well, what happened there? The ball bounced off an Ngarapa player, off an OBM player rather. Was that player onside? Hudson over there in the midfield.
This is an awesome rugby by Ngarapa, Ben.
This has been great rugby today. "24 points to 5. Try Ricardo Patricio for Ngarapa. We've enjoyed what we've seen. 24 points to 5. What's the score? That was a big whistle all of a sudden. Once or twice I have been surprised by the big whistle I've heard.
We're just under 19 minutes left in the second half, Ben.
Well, plenty of time for Ngarapa to come back into the fight and for either of these teams for it to all go to custard. At the moment it's 24 points to 5, 19 points in it. I must admit, I think Sam Hudson's made a big difference since he's got out there. Certainly at the scrum, strong guy. Ngarapa are not flagging. They have not tired. They have continued to come very, very hard. But OBM have 19 points on them, and that's a big differential to make up in the time remaining last quarter. Talk about amazing records. I have this on good authority, Tobias. I found it one day scratching around. The great Ian Kirkpatrick, patron of Ngarapa, patron of New Zealand rugby, 289 first-class games and never left the field of play for injury. Not once. Not in 289 games. Now, I don't know how you'd find out, but that's got to be some sort of a record. Because I've seen guys go down 2 or 3 times in a game, get water and all sorts. I've never seen anybody play 289 first-class games.
Yeah, but that's where the dedication and love for rugby just comes into play, eh?
That's superhuman, to be honest. He and Dr. Laurie Knight, very fine forwards from Ngarapa. That was Miles.
Oh, Miles.
Dalitawa, who has played a hell of a game today, and I think he would have to come very close to being OBM's player of the day. Look at Blake Bear!
Oh, unlucky.
Whatever Miles can do, I can do too. Albeit on a smaller scale. Good stuff. Ngarapa getting 1 or 2 chances, set scrum. This is one of the best opportunities they've had in the second half. Guys both sides. Captain on this side, Manaiangata. This ultra impressive centre, Filimoni Drua. And he is an impactful player. He has been hard right from the start of the game, right from kickoff. Guy Johnson is up. What will Ngarapa do here? Campbell Crisp still out there. The general unbowed. I think it's been a fantastic game by the forwards today. Forwards have dominated this game. The backs have had their moments, but the forwards, in particular these forwards, have gotten around Tobias and they've been aggressive.
Yeah, Ben, and that's what Ngarapa has to keep continuing to show is how aggressive they can be, and same with OBM, how aggressive they can be because they're still up 3 tries.
Yeah, Filimoni drew up. Okay, here's Dan Law. Support from his fellow forwards, gets the ground. Doesn't try to do too much, Law. He does exactly what you need him to do, no more, no less. Knows when they need to secure possession. And that Law, again there, that really would have hurt. My God, that would have hurt. Ball kicked there from one of the OBM forwards put boot to ball. Bounced back OBM's way. Red, white and blue putting boot to ball, and now these forwards are starting to feel the pinch. Ricky Tedekia and company have just played with so much courage. An inspirational Lance Dixon there. Lance Dixon's a great character too. One thing he does, aside from being very good with the ball in hand, general play and being a good scrummager, is, you know, he's great for team spirit, Lance Dixon. And I've got to say at this point, not meaning to go on about it, the likes of Sam Hudson, very powerful in company, but I've been amazed by Miles Lardeli Miotawa today. Amazed. Way he's gotten around. Ricardo Patricio, okay, that's a penalty, goes to OBM at the scrum. Nashua Mooten, I'm not sure what he said, but he wasn't very happy. Ngarapa didn't even get to feed the scrum. It didn't get that far. Ngarapa now once again tackling. Okay, this is becoming some loose rugby here. Man, this is some rough rugby now. Hooper straightens up tall, isn't he? Those big legs. Coming forward, strong burst.
What do you do for OBM, Ben?
Okay, well, if you're OBM, you put boot to ball, but probably a longer kick than that. Nashua Mooten, good play. Nashua coming around to the right, Nashua. They circle the wagons. Look at that, Nashua Mooten down on the floor. Ngarapa got to go left, surely. Got to go left, but it's taken too long. This is slow ball. They don't need slow ball. Manaia Ngata. Good tackle there by Braden. Hard as they come. Braden Harwood again, another tackle. Or Braden Grant there, hard as they come. Good tackle. Manaia Ngata, he's only human. He is but human. And Braden Grant there with a strong tackle.
You see on the left, Manaia Ngata, when he ran, he ankled the bro, he did that little step thing and then
made our man fall over. And once again, Chris Hurlston over there with, looks to be Daryl Hudson. Braden Grant, you know, skillful, quick, absolutely fearless. There could be 20-footers out there, and he couldn't care less. At the moment, 24-5. Ngarapa another try. That's what they need. He's going to stay there. The captain, Manaia Ngata, doesn't want to go. And the call from referee McPherson is that the throw wasn't straight. These forwards, they work very hard on those things. You know, getting the line out right, getting the scrum right. That's one of the things that you have got control over, that throw. There's some things you can't change in a game of rugby, but you can do something about that, that's for sure. At the moment, 24 points to 5. But again, they get a big tick for effort from me, Ngarapa. OBM of their defence today has been sensational. They've conceded a try, but you can't fault them for that. Look at that, Keon Westropp. That's the warrior spirit. That's the great spirit.
He just told Blake Bear, get off me.
Yep. Look at this effort here. Ngarapa continuing to come hard here. Ricardo Nashwin throws the dummy, is held. Nashwin Mooten, on the one hand, he's desperate to hang on to the ball. On the other, he's got to release immediately. It's like you can't win. Once more trainers come out, guys have gone down. This player is hurt.
I think that's...
Is that Hudson?
That might be Nashwin. I think that is Nashwin, Ben.
Yeah. One thing about these guys, you know that if they go down, they don't do so for tactical advantage. They are hurt. Poverty Bay Rugby, guys go down, they are hurt. Daryl Hudson having a look at the player. This has been some tough rugby today. The scoreline, 24-5, a 19-point gap, suggests there's only been one 10-minute. That's not so. That's not so. It's been very hard rugby. OBM have had to battle against the Ngarapa crowd that's come at them with real physicality and muscle. They're up 24-5, but nobody gave it to them. 17-0 at half-time. Some of the hits are memorable. At the moment, OBM, of course, as you know, is an unbeaten team. Justin Allen was good. Dick Isidro good. Rosari. Looking at the names out there, Jacob Cook had a very good game at the line-out. On the Ngarapa side, Benito Barry. Sad as moments, Guy Johnson's positional play has been pretty good. And certainly, great courage under pressure. It's not always just the pressure of the high ball either. Sometimes it's having to scramble back after a loose ball that's bouncing up off the floor.
And that's just unlucky. That was a good game. Nashman had a very, very good game, first and second half.
Yeah, it looks to be, well, just coming off with the water there is Peter Ifopo and Nashwan Mooten. I had the opportunity to sit down with his parents earlier on in the season. It was a 21st for Amos Roddick, and it was wonderful to meet them. They're lovely people, and also gauge their son's keenness for rugby. These boys, their rugby means a great deal to them. These clubs too, while I got a chance to say it, they're full of good citizens. Not just on the field, the supporters, the families, the people that come to represent and to support the club from both clubs are really good value. I've enjoyed this game today. There's been no dirt, good hard rugby. 1 or 2 bodies have flown, but that's how it is. Ricardo Patricio playing the game with a passion. I don't mind that. I don't mind seeing a young player who from time to time, you know, with a passion calls out. I think it's very healthy. I think it's very good. So I'm now in 21 for Ngarapa. Got Archie Harding, replacement halfback.
Are we just 8 minutes left in the second half, Ben?
Harding, good service over there to Patricio. Patricio
Oh!
kicked through. Okay, Tikasidre
Manaia
has it.
Ngata.
Good chase there by Manaia Ngata. Very good chase pressure. Wanted to make sure that if he couldn't get to the ball, he set himself to make the tackle. Brian Faitiri White, formerly of Young Māori Party. Of course, Jimmy Faitiri was a great player for Old Boys. One of only 2 clubs that won 5 titles in a row. Magnificent. Okay, Ngarapa with Hudson and company pushing forward. Harding to clear. Harding, nice pass over to Miller.
Patricio.
Patricio now. Campbell Crisp comes with plenty of heft. Hefty shoulder there. Okay, OBM up very quickly. It's Philemoni drew up. Good rugby here from Ngarapa. Playing the game the way they should with plenty of heart and resolve. And good pass there to Patricio. Picked it up. He picked it up. Try scorer Patricio. Penalty now, Ngarapa. Little point in kicking a goal at this stage. Archie Harding. Patricio. Patricio, whatever you're going to do, they really want to do it at speed. OBM now with a chance to reset. Okay, scrum. Ngarapa scrum. Campbell Crisp. Set down to scrummage, what he was born to do. Campbell Crisp, Sam Hudson. Kean Westrup. How about that for some beef there, Tobias? That's beef. Kean and company.
Yeah, Ben, I'm sure it's even gone on from Voice Hall onwards, after U13. It's just...
They can throw it around. Okay, Archie Harding, good scrum here from Ngarapa. Excellent scrum. Quick ball.
Oh.
Quick heel. Patricio, long pass.
Oh, Ricardo's not going to like that.
Okay, penalty now here. Damien McPherson blows the whistle and another whistle. 1 whistle, 2 whistle. Damien McPherson. Okay, now he's not happy about something. I'm not sure who it is. Is he not happy about something or someone at the moment? 24 points to 5. Only try was Patricio, remember.
Oh.
There's Sam Hudson. Sam Hudson riding high, blazing saddles. Miller, good pass. Manaia Ngata. Manaia Ngata was so close. Very close to scoring. That's Campbell Crisp. Brian Faitiri White descends upon him like a veil. Patricio, long pass on, OBM have it. Was that Hooper picked up the intercept there? OBM, now they have the ball off a turnover. Heartbreaking here for Ngarapa, who tried so hard to really turn the blowtorch on And they've turned the ball over, and sometimes the forwards can be a little sleepy out there. Bonawale out there for OBM.
Nice.
Good to ball there.
Hook again.
Morris, Guy Johnson has it. Guy Johnson's positional play has been really good today. What sort of pass are going to come up with? Okay, the pass is picked off. Probably all you'd say to these players in the last 5 minutes is once or twice from both teams they have telegraphed long passes, something you can ill afford to do. OBM with the ball now for turnover. Remember that long pass was intercepted. Okay, nice pass from Tiaho. That was knocked forward by Ngarapa. Okay, now that's certainly gone forward. Whoa! And Miles!
Just 4 minutes left in this game, Vin.
He was storming forward there, Miles. You know, as a forward, to be honest, I mean, you're sort of oblivious to a little bit forward here, a little of that. All you know is there's the ball and you're going. Damien McPherson is telling people, I mean, really, they should have the message by now. Guys have just got to listen. These forwards need to unplug their ears and take it in. Miles. Very good. Blake Beardsman, very good. Pitavonawale. Oh, what a strong guy there in the second row. Lance Dixon. He's hell of a lot of fun, Lance Dixon, to be honest. Rugby's to be enjoyed. This scrum is taking a little while to set. These forwards are adjusting their pants. $24 points to 5, a 19-point gap. Certainly, they have been very good today, OBM. Okay, there's something amiss in that scrum. The penalty there goes to OBM. Miles Lardeli Muir Tawa gets up. Campbell Crisp, he gets going. OBM find the line. There's one thing that keeps you going at the moment if you're Ngarapa, and even one thing that keeps you going if you're OBM. And that's love of the game. You're not always going to have it your way. And today, Ngarapa have played very hard from top to bottom. But the McFarlane Cup looks like it's going to stay, well, it doesn't look like it is going to stay with OBM. But that doesn't mean that they didn't have to work hard to defend it. And I think Tiaho Morris was very good for OBM too. Chance to say it. Haraweda Kokura, who's been an excellent line-out forward today. Strong play here from OBM now. Strong driving play, 24-5 leaders, 19 points in it. And with plenty of viv and splash, George Hooper. OBM, remind you up by 19 points. Lance Dixon, well, like flies to sweetbread there, Ngarapa. Coming over to Dixon, good play. OBM are making some ground now in the forwards. They've got front foot ball, they're making the most of it. Brian Paitini White, ball went forward off Patricio. Callers, the ball went forward off Patricio. And Damien McPherson once again in good position. He's there before any of the opposition, well, any of the forwards from either team. Understandably, however, they've run and chugged themselves almost to a standstill. And I think this game, you know what else it proves to me, to be honest, Tobias? You can play a hard game of rugby without the dirt. You can play a hard game of rugby and still be mates on and off the field. But, geez, that doesn't mean it isn't hard. It's hard.
Yeah, Ben, and that's what. Well, today it's just been an awesome day. With all the mud and all of that, it's just awesome game of rugby to be playing, especially in this weather.
Oh well, what the boys got to look forward to here is hot water and soap, and they'll love it. They've earned it. Okay, good run there. Tiaho Morris with a nice pass there. Braden Grant moves so well, man. Does he glide in between them or what? He's a star. Fantastic athlete. OBM again on the left. Brian fights and he wide with a good pass. That Tiaho Morris holds it up. OBM with some flair here out wide. Hasn't been a game where a whole lot of flair has been required. Penalty now, Ngarapa. How much time do we have there, Tobe?
I think just
be
under
long.
a minute.
Okay. Lance Dixon shouts orders. Barks orders. Look, Miles trots back onside. These guys, this oval number 1, OBM's home game. Guys show up twice a week. They run round this thing in the dark and the rain. They practice their skills. They're working men. They amaze me. They really do. I can't imagine running around. Certainly not in the dark, in the wet and the cold.
Yeah, Ben, I think this is our last play. It's just gone over into the second half.
Magnificent stuff. OBM now clear out. Miles Lardeli Murtawa brought to ground. Lost his legs. Okay. OBM with numbers on the left there. Blake Beard trying to find a way through. Trying to burrow through. There's no give with Ngarapa. They don't give an inch. Strong stuff there.
Oh, that was a big hit.
hit hard. To the end, say Ngarapa. That's their rallying cry. To the end. Braden Grant stumbles, tries to get away from Keon. Ricardo. Keon, Ricardo. The duo.
They all love.
They all wanted Braden. Braden knew it too. Brian fights it in one. Miles dummy! Miles dummy! That's the Miles dummy. Okay, Miles Lardeli Murtawa. Brian fights it in white with a nice pass. Vonowale. Man, he took the hit there, did superbly, really. Look at how he got to ground there. These guys are that strong. They grab you. You're helpless as a babe. And now the ball is loose. Did it bounce off referee McPherson? Guy Johnson. 24 points to 5. 19 points in it. OBM led 17-0 at halftime. Civil Project Solutions Premier Rugby here in week 4. Tobias, your assessment. What do you think? Been a good game?
Yeah, been a hell of a game. Just that first half with OBM completely dominating it, but NGATAPA still hanging on. Just all of their defence that they showed in the first half, and like their defence and Ricardo's try in the second half gave them a little bit of hope. But unfortunately, OBM were just the better team at the end of the day.
NGATAPA have conceded only one second half try, and they've scored a try in the second half through Ricardo Patricio. So this second half, OBM did in fact make very good use of the wind in the first half, got 3 tries on the board, and they did what they needed to do. They got 17 points up, and OBM with a converted try in the second half, NGATAPA with a try in the second half. So a try apiece in the second half. It was in the first half that OBM set the stage, laid the platform for what's going to be a memorable victory. 24 points to 5 at the end. Tobias Horsfield, week 4, Civil Project Solutions Premier Rugby for the McFarlane Cup. OBM retained it, led 17-0 at halftime, 24-5 winners, 3 tries to none in the first half, but a try apiece in the second half. Were you impressed?
Yeah, then just getting off what I was just saying, just awesome game of rugby today. The weather was on our side. The first and second half definitely blew me away. First half definitely blew me away with OBM scoring all of these tries, and then NGATAPA coming back and scoring that bang of a try from Ricardo in the second half. But definitely NGATAPA definitely showed up, and their defence was just so awesome. Can't take anything away from NGATAPA. They definitely showed that they wanted to get this one, but yeah, at the end of the day, OBM were just the best team.
Well, from memory, the way it ran, obviously, you had the first try, I think, was Blake Beard, and then after that, you had Jordan Christie, and then after that, you had Miles Lardeli Murtawa, 1 conversion, 17-0. Second half, you had Ricardo Patricio score. You also had a try to Blake Beard for a double. Blake Beard had a wonderful game, but he wouldn't be the only OBM player in contention as player of the day, because they had a lot of guys play well.
Yeah, then like you were saying, with all those tries, you had Miles making all of those runs, all of those big scary runs. Tidakia, like the game that he had, Braden Grant Can't take away Moses Christie, even though he had to get taken off the field, but they all played good games today. In all honesty, player that they should go to the whole team because they definitely played like a team today. They definitely showed why they deserved that win today.
I'll tell you what I enjoyed. I enjoyed the fact that Captain Manaia Ngata, captain of Ngarapa, and of course for OBM Ricky Tedikia, they took their teams with them. You look at these teams, they're a unified force. There may be a little bit of disappointment about the result, but they enjoyed their rugby today. They played their hearts out for their supporters. And for those people that came in from Patataya and wherever else in the great scheme,